How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at some more titles that I think are probably perfect for the deck. I'm going to be looking at some platformer titles today. Crash Bandicoot 4, Kao The Kangaroo, the new game that just came out recently, and some old classics like Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusion. So yeah, join me on this one and we'll see you guys in the gameplay. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, here we are on Mickey Mouse and the Castle of Illusion. Or is it Castle of Illusion with Mickey Mouse? Anyway, irrelevant. But yeah, this one, as you can probably guess, plays absolutely perfectly. I mean, it's a decently older title, but it still looks really charming and it has a really cool little art style to it. And yeah, I think this is probably one of the best Mickey Mouse games. I mean, I haven't played a ton of them, but one of the ones I remember most from my childhood is probably the PS1 version, where you do a level as Steamboat Mickey. I'm pretty sure that's on the PS1. But I remember that one being pretty difficult. I don't know how hard this one is, but hold A. Alright, okay, so I need to wait for the soldiers to spawn, okay. Yeah, so this one is very platformery, but you're collecting gems, you know, there's puzzles. You've got enemies coming at you, it's very 2.5D-esque, which is really cool looking, because now I can go forward, see. I guess that is 2.5D, right, because it's like side-scrolling, and then on one section you can go forward, which kind of makes it 3D. But the majority of it is pretty much 2.5D, except this little hub area which is in the castle. But yeah, this game's really fun. It's very cheap if you get it from different websites, but if you love Mickey Mouse or just love the like mystical magic side of Mickey Mouse, definitely recommend this game. It's got like a ton of unique levels as well. Obviously this hub world, it's very Mario-esque, you know, where you're in a hub world, you go to different levels, but the levels are very unique and have that Disney-esque feeling to them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if this is a remake from like a Nintendo 64 game. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. But yeah, no, it looks great. I mean, you can see we're running it at 60 here at 9.8 watts. You're looking at about 3 hours battery life at 70%. So yeah, I mean, this is perfectly playable. Only annoying thing about this game is doesn't support cloud save, sadly. So you're either going to have to bring your save over via manual work, so dragging it into the save folder. Even then, I'm not sure if that would work properly. Shit. Or you're going to have to restart the game again. So yeah, I found that out the hard way, because I did actually get quite far on this. As you can see, I'm having to start the game again. Fuck, I'm not doing that. I'm very on platformers, I'm very like, sometimes I really do want to try and get every puzzle piece in the level, and then sometimes an area just annoys me so much that I just really can't be bothered. I mean, Crash Bandicoot is prime example for that. Yeah, we'll try again. If there's any other platformers you want to see, let me know. I mean, I'm only covering 3 today. 3 of the ones I've been playing recently. Fuck's sake, I don't think I can jump on that guy's head, can I? Like I said, I'll be showing off Crash Bandicoot next, and then the new Kao The Kangaroo as well, which also plays really well, but I'm having to play that at a 40 FPS lock. So yeah, and that does use quite a bit of wattage as well. So I'm not sure if there's an optimization thing going on there, or it just really is a hard game to run. Doesn't look much different to this though, to be fair. Yeah, there's a lot of backtracking you can do in this. Like I can then grab... Why can't I grab the... Oh, do I have to literally grab the end? Okay, I literally have to grab the end. Get that gold star. And then you're in like a little 3D section. You can go back up on this way. Ah, so it's like a puzzle. And then we can finally go through the door. Oh, and then we're in the treetops. See what I mean? Like, it's very varied. There's a lot of different levels in this game. I remember playing a level which was really cool, which is like a toy level. And you're, like, amongst a lot of different toys. It's just a really well-designed level. Which is what you expect from platformers, right? Because it's the main thing is navigating the levels. Oh, spiderweb time. I think we're yeah, I think we're near the end of this level, but I'll just play for a little bit longer. But yeah, now, as you can see, this works perfectly. You don't really need to change any settings. If you was desperate for battery life, you could lock it down to 40 or 50. Maybe get you an extra like 20 minutes or half an hour, but it's not really that necessary. You're getting a lot of battery life as it is. Damn. Oh, is that like a little special level for? Well, there you go. Castle of Illusion, working great on the Steam Deck. Welcome back, guys. We're in Crash 4 now. As you can see, pretty much running on high settings here. It does work really well. Full screen, 800p. And as far as my settings goes, got 60 FPS here, and I don't really use the TDP lock anymore unless it's using a lot of power. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, and we can adjust on the fly if we need to. So there we go, in the level. As you can see, I've been playing this for a little bit. It is pretty difficult, I must admit. Like, I'd like to think I'm a quite a big Crash guy, but it does piss me off a lot. So, I mean, there's times when I don't really want to play it, and I'll just not play it for months and months and years, probably. But, yeah, there's something about it that drags me back in. But yeah, like I said, I do get extremely frustrated by Crash Bandicoot games. Oh god, especially that HD trilogy, man, that was annoying. Some of them boxes that you couldn't jump onto properly, that really did my head in. But no, this one's a bit more forgiving. There's an option where you can just choose to, if you die, you don't have lives anymore, you can just respawn, but it kind of gives you like a death count, and death counts like stop you from, so death counts stop you from actually, oh, there you go, they stop you from getting the gem. If you die too many times in a level, it'll stop you from unlocking one of the gems for the levels. I think the death count is different in every level, but it's normally something like 3. So like it gives you like 3 chances. It's pretty strict, to be fair, but I'm not really the kind of guy to get every single gem in a Crash level. I just enjoy the level for what it is, you know. And if I end up getting a lot of gems, then fair enough. But yeah, as you can see, guys, it's running extremely well on this device. Tried this on the Iron Neo and it did run really well as well, so it must be a pretty optimized device. As you can see, though, we're running at 19 watt here, so you know the battery life is going to suffer a bit. We could even, it's a bit of a responsive game, so you might want to have a higher refresh rate, but if we drop it down to 50, that might be a little bit better. Just keep an eye on the wattage, it should go down accordingly. But yeah, that should net us like a couple more minutes of battery life. Say a couple more minutes, more like 20, 30 minutes. And, you know, it doesn't really feel that much difference, to be fair. Just a little bit more laggier, but I mean, that's the 10 FPS difference. But yeah, it's really not a big difference. And also, another killer feature for me is the little circle that shows you where you're about to land. I don't know if that's like a noob feature, but I don't know, it works really well. And a lot of people just rely on the shadow on the floor, but I can't. Especially on the HD collection, that did my absolute nutting. Also, can somebody, I know I was telling you I'm a Crash fucking, I was bigging up my Crash skills earlier, but can someone tell me how to set off nitros without actually touching them? Because these count as boxes, right? And you're supposed to like break every box, but as soon as you touch a nitro crate, it explodes. I don't know if I'm supposed to like walk across it in like a really slow way. I just don't know. Yeah, someone enlighten me on that one. Clearly pressed X there, come on. Not bothered about that golden Wampa fruit. Okay, I'm just gonna go for the slide on this guy. When in doubt, slide it out. There we go. Graphics do look amazing in this one though. Did try the reshade thing on this game, but it didn't seem to take it. See, a lot of games don't really accept that reshade, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping that the majority of my games in my library would accept it, but so far I've only had Death Stranding and Inside work for it, so yeah. I know you guys were letting me know in the comments what games you had working on it, but for some reason a lot of games don't seem to work for it, which is a bit frustrating. Yeah, Crash is a game you've really got to pay attention to. That was close. This dude's just going to hack the shit out of me. I would show you the HD collection for Crash, but sadly I don't own it on Steam. So yeah, I guess that's kind of out of the question at the minute, but if I did own it, I would show you guys it. I've played it before on the Steam Deck. My friend has it on his Steam Deck, and it does run really well. Oh, that was skill. Oh god. Alright, just let me concentrate on this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shit. Shit! Alright, on that note, I'll leave it. I forgot to double jump. Or I forgot how to double jump for some reason. I think you have to crouch and then jump. It does like a bigger jump. Yeah, I forgot to do that. But yeah, guys, Crash 4 works really well. If you like getting frustrated, try not to throw your Steam Deck at a wall, because that could happen playing this kind of game. But if you like Crash, you'll be happy to know that it works perfectly. Also, just a quick note, this game isn't available on Steam, so you have to get it through Activision's launcher, which is really annoying, Blizzard.net. But what you can do is, once you install it via Activision launcher, once you have the exe file and you install it, you can then take the exe file, add it as a non-Steam game, and then if you use Proton GE19, that'll get the videos working, because I had a problem where the videos weren't working. But yeah, Proton GE19 gets all the videos working again, so yeah, makes it a lot more playable. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, we got Kao The Kangaroo. Never played this before. I know it's a remake of an older game, but I was wondering how to pronounce this, and for some reason I kept saying, I don't know, because every time I look at it now it says Kao, but I was like, yeah, I don't know. But then I was thinking, Kao, literally Kao, you're a boxer, he's a boxer. Yeah, I don't need to explain it because it's pretty obvious now that I think about it. But yeah, it's just, when I first looked at the game, I was like, how the hell do you pronounce that? I don't know, just a little bit of a little thing there. But yeah, as you can see, anti-aliasing is on low. Anti-aliasing always tends to just make games look blurry if it's on high. I don't know if it's using some form of like TAA, which is pretty blurry for a lot of games on this size of screen. High preset, which is pretty nice to see, and like I said before, it uses quite a bit of wattage. But yeah, just keep an eye on the watt in the top left corner here. My preset is at 40 at the minute, kind of what I've managed to get the graphics looking good, and also a decent frame rate too. I know it's a platformer, so 40 like might be a little bit not ideal, but as you can see from the gameplay here, it does feel really smooth, and this 40Hz lock is pretty mad. Well, yeah, once you've gotten used to this 40Hz lock, it's pretty smooth. You shouldn't have any issues playing the game. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun with it so far. I mean, from what I've played, not played too much of it, but the boxing glove mechanic seems really cool. I think later on he gets like different abilities for the boxing gloves, like different kind of like power-ups for him, and it helps him do different levels. But yeah, so far I'm in like his hub world, or like his home world part, just looking for these crystals. But yeah, if any of you guys have played this before, maybe the older title I'm thinking of picking it up, you'll be happy to know that it does run really well with a 40 lock. I mean, depending on what area you're in, you can jump it up to 50. But for some reason, his hub world, I don't know if it's all the water physics or the sun physics or whatever, it does seem to have a... How do we get that? It requires fire, okay. yeah, for some reason I don't know, it drops to 40, so I might as well just have the whole thing locked at 40. Be interesting to see look like there because of this purple gate. It drops the FPS down to like 38, but yeah, not really a big deal. Once we get into this dark forest, I'm going to just try and boost up to 50 and see if that's playable. I've also got the TDP locked as well, because it was like juicing the TDP at one point. RooTube, yeah. I'm not 100% sure on the on the voice acting in this game. It's been a pretty mixed bag so far, but the actual gameplay seems really fun. So I turn this TDP limit off and we get a locked 50. I was mainly trying to conserve battery life for myself when I was using that TDP. But as you can see, yeah, it's jumped up to like 18 watt. Similar to how Crash Bandicoot was running. But it's not a 50 lock, though, as you can see. It drops a little bit to 48. I mean, now it's gone up to like 22 watts, so yeah. That's what I didn't really want it to do, because the platformers you can normally just jump in, do a couple of levels, jump out. I didn't want it to be juicing my whole battery life. So if I lock it down to 9 again and just use 40 refresh, I find it gives me like the best performance to battery ratio. And I don't know if you can tell, but at 40 it doesn't look too much different. Oh, okay. Do I smack the bomb as well? Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe don't punch the one with the bomb in it then. Oh, that seems like a dangerous trap. Yeah, like I said, guys, if you guys have any platformers you want me to try out, I do really love platformers because I can just jump in for a couple of minutes and do a couple of levels. It's very, like, easy going, you know, except when you're playing Crash, but, you know, that's a different story. I've heard of Super Lucky's Tail is pretty decent, apparently. That could be a good one to try out, Super Lucky's Tail. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other platformers. Obviously, we've done Spyro. Spyro's a classic. I've done Spyro, though. It's in another one of my videos if you want to check that one out. That works really well, although it is pretty demanding. It's probably one of the most demanding ones I've played. Not as demanding as this, though, apparently. This TDP looks like it's... Don't know what it is about this area. Maybe it's the flames or the water or something, but it's requiring a little bit more power. Yeah, as you can see, maybe not as optimized as other games, but yeah, 20 watt. I'm getting 40 locked out of it, so not as well optimized as I was hoping, but it works. That's the main thing, right? It works. But yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom. Just thought of that one. That's probably a really good one to play as well. You gotta get 4 of them to unlock a new heart, I'm guessing. Oops. But yeah, guys, as you can see, Kao The Kangaroo. A little bit of tweaking required, maybe play at 40 Hz, but yeah, no, it works really well, as you can see. And I think I'm going to do one more for you guys, and it's going to be a little secret one, so stay tuned. Welcome back, guys, to a childhood favourite of mine, and a little bonus clip at the end of the video. It's Raph the Cortex. As you can see, I'm playing the PAL version. Could play the American version, but for some reason, I got the PAL version at the time, so... I mean, we make do with it. I'm already like a little bit into the game now, so I'm not really fussed about changing at the minute. But yeah, this one works at a great wattage. You're going to be getting a mad amount of battery life for this one. I've only experienced a couple of minor glitches. I think the underwater level, some of the underwater, the actual physics of the water, not really physics, but you know, the actual water look to it, it's a bit muted and it doesn't look as good as it did on the original PS2. That must be some kind of graphical issue. But yeah, apart from that, as you can see, I'm terrible, just like Crash 4. But apart from that, it runs really well. I mean, you're going to get a mad amount of battery life. If you love this game, definitely get it on the PS2. I've had a weird speed up glitches on the GameCube version of it. PS2 version with the widescreen hacks has definitely been my preferred way to play it. And then you can also do save states if you're a massive cheater like me and get really annoyed with Crash.
Yeah, the cheats, the save states pretty much ruin this game. So yeah, if you want the challenge, definitely don't use save states. But if you get really annoyed, then it's there, and it's there to help you out a little bit. Like this. Yeah, I know I'm a cheater, but I'm showing you a level of an example. I can't be asked to redo it. But nah, this was just a bonus clip just to show you that Crash Wrath of Cortex works perfectly. This is one of my favourite childhood games. I had so much fun playing this back in the day. But yeah, as you can see, it runs really well at an extremely low wattage, so you're going to get a massive amount of battery life. And yeah, just an extremely fun game. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see any more platformers on the Steam Deck, let me know what you want to see. But yeah, the reason I called it perfect for the Steam Deck is just because like you can hop in and out of the games. They work really well. And yeah, they're just games that you want to just do a couple of levels on maybe. And they just work perfectly on the Steam Deck, so what can I say? And there's abundance of them on Steam as well. There's so many, and then you can go back in the back catalogue and look at the N64 platformers. You know, you can look at PS2 platformers. There's endless amounts of platformers, so you're definitely going to get a massive amount of enjoyment on the Steam Deck for platformers. So, thanks for watching, guys. We're nearly at 4,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Keep enjoying my content, keep liking, and I'll see you guys in the video.